Mode Season 3. And yeah, it's a bit of an exciting stream, I guess. I don't know. We're back after a few days, and I'm just excited to get things going. Hope everybody's excited to be here. But we are here at the roster moves, which shows that we are officially at the start of the next season, which I believe is the 2027-2028 season. And I think we're just ready to go. So we'll check out the lines right now. I did finally trade Teuvo Teravainen. Teuvo Teravainen has been dealt to, I forget which team. I think may have been Anaheim, but I'm not sure. No, Calgary. It was Calgary, and I got 2 first-round picks from them, which is hype. But yeah, here's the team. Very happy with the progress that has been made. We'll do that, sure. I'll get... we'll try it out. Alright. We'll do that. And then, yeah, so here's the team. Brock Mappletoft, I believe he is a rookie this year, one of Charlotte's best players last year. So we should expect some big things from him. Jermaine Reasoner is not a rookie. He was on the team last year. And Mason McTavish, obviously not a rookie. Joel Morrison, a rookie. So, Mappletoft, it is. I like it. And then, yeah, so the team looks great. I did trade Teuvo Teravainen, if you missed it, for 2 first-round picks, and he has been dealt to Calgary. He was crowding up the bottom 6, and, you know, I wanted space for some of these guys to grow. I mean, you know, you got a 24-year-old, he could grow into something okay. Then you got these guys, and I just felt like Teravainen, who was 32, 33, was taking away ice time. I did sign Hampus Lindholm in free agency. He's a great fit for this team, and I needed a defenseman to fit on the first pair. Other than that, nothing has really changed. It's only a 1-year contract. Oh, yes, I did not re-sign Rome in free agency. I know he's a 90 overall goalie, but I have this Lapalainen player who's also a high elite player with an 86 overall, so he's clearly a good choice. Santiago Street, which is a dope name, and Jamie Drysdale are my scratches. Everything is looking good. AHL team, the first line is looking good. I'm really excited about these 2 prospects. Other than that, there's definitely a drop-off in terms of the talent on the roster after the second line, but it's okay. That's better. Defense, it's a little shaky. And then goaltending, I went out and signed a prospect in free agency, Drake Weber. I needed a player to fill my backup goalie role on this team. Other than that, though, I think I'm good. I have no scratched players in Charlotte. That's what I like to see. And yeah, I think we're ready to go. Alright, we will head to we'll sim to February 1st. That seems to be a good stopping point for our franchise modes. Hope you all are doing well today. Great stuff. Jake Bean got named the AHL's best defenseman this year, which is Not too surprising, but pretty great. And yeah. Sorry for missing a few days. I was dog sitting. Josh Bean. Um, and I noticed Waddell today named him as a player that will definitely be on the taxi squad for the upcoming play-in, playoff. I don't know, man. It's such a stupid format. But, you know, he and Joey Keane were the two players named. Morgan Geeky and Alex Nedeljkovic will obviously be on there. Other than that, though, I don't know, maybe like Clark Bishop. I don't know. Maybe you put a guy like Dominic Bach on the taxi squad just to get him some reps with the NHL team, since he'll be coming over next year, but I don't know how that works. Or, you know, same deal with like a Jesper Sellgren. But I don't know. I really don't. They mentioned that they don't want to carry players that aren't going to play, but like, I don't know. Why wouldn't you want your prospects to get some reps with an NHL team? I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. I could also just think that that's valuable, and it really just isn't valuable at all, which is entirely possible. But here is our first look at the draft class. This guy, Isaac Gehring, is definitely projected to go first overall. He might be a franchise player, judging off those assist totals. Not surprising that he's more than likely a playmaker due to all those assists. Other than that, though, I doubt we have any gems or busts. Yeah, no gems or busts. Not too surprising at this point in the draft. But we're 4-1-1 to start the year. Make that 5-1-1. So Callan Foote was traded this offseason. I did just sim through the offseason right now. And the Rangers are already looking to deal him, which is pretty interesting. 1-0 shutout loss. Both of our losses we've scored 1 goal and 0 goals. So not great, but we do pick it up. Yes, and like Pesci's out. Ooh, Big Sam out with an MCL sprain. That's not good. But yeah, Pesci's still gonna be out, but like, it shouldn't go unnoticed how valuable having a healthy Dougie Hamilton will be, and Sami Vatanen will be healthy too. And the worst thing that could happen is the Canes lose either a 4th or a 3rd round pick. So, if it means that we make it out of the play-in round and into the actual playoffs, I'm all for giving up that 3rd round pick. But we're kind of killing it so far. 10-2-1 at the start of November. 10-3-1. Yeah, whatever. Decent sized road trip. The Canes have a 6-game homestand coming up, but a pretty long break in between that. So far 0-1. And playing against Colorado, hoping to get that revenge game in, and we lose again. So 0-1 to start a 6-game homestand is not great. That's not ideal for what you'd be hoping for, but you do have 2 Metro games here against one team that's not doing so well and one team that is doing so well. Chris Miracle broke his hand. He's out till January 2nd. Mappletoft is out too. Man, the injury bug is not being kind to us. But yet the Canes lose, so 1-2-1 on this homestand is not good. You have a chance to at least get above 500. 1-2-2. Mappletoft is back, but I don't think that'll really matter all that much. Hopefully the Canes can at least go 2-2-2 on this homestand. Otherwise it's a wash. That's a really bad homestand. Okay, they can. Big Sam is back, which is huge for the Hurricanes. That's fine. But yeah, Big Sam is back, and we need that because his offense was sorely missed. Yeah, I can't think of a player that affects his team as much as Big Sam and like the rest of the first line does. Really, the whole top six is great. But so Big Sam coming back now. The Canes should start winning more games because I mean losing your first line center is obviously the worst. Brent Burns fired as the head coach of the New York Rangers. Rangers are last in the division, not having a great year, so it's not all that surprising that they are losing. Or that they're firing their coach. Brent Burns doesn't seem like he'd be a good coach in real life either, so I don't disagree with that decision. But Trevor, I see that the Devils are still keeping pace in the division. They're 1 point behind the Canes, I believe. Still scouting the guy for first overall, but we have figured out more of the top 8. Any gems in December? 1 gem, a defenseman, probably low top 4D, Francisco Burns, which is a hell of a name. We'll get that scouting report going. 5-year ETA, so he's definitely a long-term project. More than likely a defensive defenseman if it starts off saying enforcer. But I like it. We've scouted this guy a couple times. We like him. Big win against Toronto there. Also, let me know if there are any audio issues. The mic for this has been less than good lately, so I may need to get another mic. But that might be put on hold for a little while, so I may just kind of have to deal with it. No, I'm going to say no to that. Trouba is old in this game, and Makashin sucks, so... I was having some issues the other day in talking with friends, but alright. So alright. Well, we did lose twice, but Jermaine Reasoner out with an injured shoulder. He's back already. So we have 2 first-round picks in this year's draft and 2 in next year's draft. And the reason why I acquired a first-round pick in next year's draft is because I didn't think that the Canes, or that I thought Teravainen will still be very good for the Flames this year. There's a chance he regresses next year, and the Flames get a little worse. Chris Miracle is finally back. I had forgotten that he was hurt. Well, the Canes are just stacked now. Oh, never mind, he's out again. Reasoner's back, though. But, yeah, so hopefully there's a little bit of regression from the Flames, if not this season, then next season. 9-0 win over the Blue Jackets. My goodness. Yeah, the Flames are 3rd in their division right now, and kind of a middling team in their division. Like, their division kind of sucks. So that's good for us, actually. So that means if they get worse next season, our first-round pick might be better. But we'll see. I'm rooting for us to beat the Flames. Oh, the Sabres beat us. Interesting. Yeah, just to deny the Flames those 2 points, I think that would be beneficial for us. Seems like once we get like a win streak going, like we had a 4-game win streak and then we lost 2. Now we've won again, but it was against the Rangers, one of the worst teams in the division. Shootout loss to the Sens. Still holding on to first place, but it's pretty tight race. Beauvillier, no, that's not going to be worth it. The Oilers, 8-0 loss. LA has fired Ed Glenn, their head coach. Unsurprising, LA is also last in their division. Alright, new Central Scouting rankings. This player is just medium elite. He's almost 2 points per game, an assist per game, and almost a goal a game as well. He is a playmaker. Top two players are playmakers. Then there's two defensive defensemen and a two-way forward for your top five. In all honesty, like, defensive defensemen never really sim all that well. Ooh, a medium elite goalie. That's kind of neat. And it's looking like this guy is a low top 4D defensive defenseman. We do have the extra little bit of certainty there. Yeah, very little production. His skating is a weakness, and his offensive consistency is a weakness. That's not surprising considering he is a defensive defenseman. The physical's fine, but doesn't really affect, like, it doesn't win you games. Game 4 versus the Islanders is on tonight. Oh, is that on Fox? Like Fox Sports? It's kind of cool. I was working that game, so I mean, like, I watched all of it. I was in the upstairs store too, so, like, you know, nobody came in during that game, and nobody comes in those stores during any game, so I was able to watch all the game, which was kind of neat. Oh yeah, he got pulled because he allowed like a bunch of goals on like 3 shots or something, like 10 shots. He didn't see a whole lot of shots and let in like 3 or 4 goals. All right, 31-13-6. We beat Calgary then, and we beat Calgary again. So the Flames are out of a playoff spot, which is what I like to see. Svech is leading in 50 games. That's also what I like to see. Let's check out scoring right now and goaltending. I am kind of curious to see where goaltending is at, like how Lapalainen's doing. Aho is also a point per game. Big Sam is over a point per game and probably would be higher, but he did miss 11 games. Injuries have been a bit of an issue this season. Goaltending, Lapalainen has been phenomenal, and the goalie, the AHL goalie's actually been decent too. And Chris was great in the games he's played in, but Lapalainen has been the story this year, so that's actually really good. I'm happy about that. Last thing I want to check for this is Mapletoft is leading the team's rookies, with Morrison closely behind, but we haven't gotten a whole lot of production from rookies this season, unsurprisingly. Because I don't have any great rookies on the roster, like no elite players or anything like that. Just a couple good depth rookies. 3 goals on 11 shots. That's what it was. Like I've watched the playoff highlights from last season, other than the Boston series, obviously. I watch those pretty frequently because they were entertaining games, and you know, it brings back a lot of really great memories. All right, Danton Heinen heading to Buffalo. So Buffalo is a contender on a consistent basis in this game, and I mean, they were for a little while, but they couldn't get it done in the playoffs, right? That was the case last time? I think. But Vegas also firing their head coach, which is crazy stuff. Mapletoft out with the fractured jaw, so the bottom 6 has taken a couple hits this season, but that's a minor trade. Sorelli isn't that great in this game. Folks want the Canes to offer sheet Sorelli and want to give him like 6 to 7 million, and I'm just convinced that people don't know how to evaluate players. Like, if they play on a team that is exclusively an offense-fueled team, obviously they're going to have their stats inflated. So, I'm just saying. That's just my 2 cents here. Seems like Chris Miracle is back and still healthy, getting a couple wins under our belt here. Lapalainen was doing great, so I'm really not gonna get mad that if Chris gets hurt again, because Lapalainen has shown that he's more than capable of handling a starting role. I just don't want to get rid of a 74 overall goalie. Speaking of goalies, Edmonton has traded created player Josh Grantham, or has traded for Josh Grantham. Winnipeg gets a first-round pick and a prospect. But that pick won't be until the following draft. So not this year's draft, but next year, so 2029. Kyle Connor and Mason Appleton heading to Columbus. Winnipeg getting a first-round pick in this year's draft, so they're really selling the whole team here. But they're getting a couple decent things for it, so I can't really... You can't fault them for that. Mappletoft is back a lot earlier, actually, than I would have expected. So hopefully that doesn't affect his play. Big win against Minnesota there, 6-1. And Winnipeg trades again. Oh my gosh, I was just about to say we play them in a week. 2 first-round picks, so they have 3 first-round picks at least in this year's draft. And next year's. Christian Vesalainen, Josh Brook, and German Rubtsov getting traded. Winnipeg also gets 2 prospects, but my goodness, what a deal. And we're playing LA. Mappletoft, yeah, he's out again. I was expecting that because he came back a week before he should have. Lawson Crouse on waivers. What a terrible pick at the time. Like, people were like, oh yeah, Lawson Crouse could be like decent, but then everybody like realized like all he is a physical player. But yeah, we beat Winnipeg, which is not surprising considering how much talent they got rid of. But yeah, Lawson Crouse was not a good pick at the time and has proved to be a terrible pick from Florida. And I mean, even if he turns his career around and like does okay in Arizona, like I don't know, man. I don't like that. Mappletoft is back again a week earlier than he should be, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's out if he gets hurt again. Central Scouting rankings, we know everything except for about this Miles O'Reilly guy. Man, Owen Sound has the other gem defenseman too, so their defense must be pretty good. Still just the 2 gems. We're still scouting this guy, and I don't know why we're still scouting this player. Don't really know what we could be getting, like what information we need, but oh well. It never hurts to get a complete report on a player. Yeah, see, Mappletoft out again. I don't get it. Why come back so early? But I don't. We've clinched first in the division, which is great, but this team just can't win close games. 11 overtime losses. But then we win 2 games in overtime, so I guess we just can't win games in regulation, apparently. I don't know what it is. Finishing off the season on a nice 4-game win streak, and then playing Columbus, who really turned it around. They were not doing well this season. But Panda, Morrison, Svechnikov, and Sarah score in the first period. Second period, the Canes get a goal from Sarah again. And then Big Sam and Hampus Lindholm score to win the game for the Canes. So the Blue Jackets were a playoff team after a really poor start to their season. Svech with 97 points. I think he could have had well over 100 points if Big Sam didn't miss those 11 games. That's not a diss on anybody else. It's just a fact, in my opinion. Big Sam with 87 points. He would have... Yeah, that's crazy. But that's really good for the Canes. Bach had a great season. Suzuki and Natchez all had 60-plus points. This might be a career year for Michael Sarah. It is, easily. 55 points is a career year. This is what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a career year. This is why I'm keeping this player around. Werenski had a great year, was our highest. That first pair, both of our defensemen on the first pair had over 40 points. Werenski had almost 50. And not a whole lot of power play points too, so they contributed. It really drops off after that though, so the bottom 6, like you can see the lack of experience in the bottom 6, but Morrison is up to an 81. I believe he was just at an 80. Mappletoft missed a lot of time this season, and actually probably could have led the team, now that I really think about it. Goaltending, Chris Miracle, fantastic season, even though he missed a lot of time. Lapalainen with a great season as well. The Canes' goaltending was outstanding, my goodness. Let's see. Trevor, I believe you're still on New Jersey. Yeah, 64 points, which is a solid season. Seems like New Jersey. It's kind of good that you're not New Jersey's best player in this sim, because when you were Buffalo's best player, things just like didn't work out. So it seems like New Jersey's just done a better job of depth acquisition or something. And then my friends in Ottawa, Scott with 59 points, solid. He won't win the Norris. He probably will never win the Norris just because there are so many great defensemen in this sim, but you never know. Canes clinched the conference with 117 points, but the Blues once again will win the President's Trophy, just decimating the rest of the league. Oh, I didn't even look and see if Calgary is a playoff team. Dang it. Okay. That stinks. But Canes versus Red Wings, and we're looking at Devils versus Blue Jackets. First period, game 1. Dominic Bach scoring the first goal of the playoffs for the Carolina Hurricanes pretty early on. Second period, Cole Perfetti ties it, and then the third period, Canes win. Huge Caniac, Michael Cera, Zach Werenski, and Finding Nino score goals for the Canes. Canes win 4-1. Big Sam with 2 assists in that game. Mapletoft is back earlier than he should be. I think he was supposed to be back the 18th. So, yikes. Oh yeah, I didn't check and see how Charlotte was doing. I'd imagine they were doing well, though. No goals in the first period. Second period, no goals as well. In the third period, Detroit wins. Barron and Savoy score for the Red Wings. Bach cuts the lead in half, but the Canes can't get it done. And Charlotte is a playoff team? Yeah, a playoff team. All right. So series is tied. A little disappointing, but that's fine. Playoff hockey on my birthday. Game number 3, Canes versus Red Wings. First period, the Canes get a goal from Aho and Mapletoft. Meg scores a goal against Chris Miracle. So that's 2 created players scoring against each other. Second period, Natchez gets a goal. And third period, Canes with 2 goals. Aho gets a power play goal, and Yablonski gets the other one. So it's really just a race to 2 in this series because the losing team has scored 1 goal in each game. So New Jersey is losing in their series. Montreal and Toronto on the verge of winning their series. There are 5 potential sweeps in the first round. That's just boring. First period, game 4. Canes with 2 goals. Werenski and Svechnikov getting the goals. Svech scoring on the power play, and Werenski tallying another just less than a minute later, actually. Suzuki with his first of the series. Evan Stansel, who was a Cane in last franchise mode, scores. Sebastian Aho gets the Canes to 3-goal lead. Gets the Canes up to a 3-goal lead. Third period, Canes win. Aho and Finding Nino score. Again, a 6-1 victory. So the losing team has scored just 1 goal in this series. So there was 1 sweep. Every other team in the West has avoided the sweep. St. Louis obviously sweeping the Stars, and Tampa getting swept by Toronto. Game number 5. The Canes can win the series here with a win in this game. First period, Yablonski gets a goal. Second period, Dominic Bach scoring. And third period, it's a shutout with Dominic Bach getting his second of the game, an empty netter. Lapalainen, starting in goal for the Canes in this game, gets the win. And that was just a masterclass in terms of goaltending from... Oh my gosh, Big Sam. 8 assists this series. My goodness. I gotta look at this, man. Canes goaltending. Chris has started 4 games and done incredibly well. He has 4 playoff wins. The Canes have... That's strange. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I do know both goalies got a shutout? What? Maybe he came in relief of Chris, or maybe Chris came in relief of him. I don't know. Either way, though, that was a masterclass on goaltending in that series. We'll keep going here, obviously. It's either going to be It's going to be Canes versus Blue Jackets, because we would have had to sim some more if the Devils made it. So sorry, Trevor, no cup for you this year. First period, Svechnikov, Taro Hirose. Okay, this is. I was going on a rant about college free agents the other day. I don't remember if it was on stream or like with friends or something, but I was talking about how the best college free agent from this past season signed with Detroit and couldn't make Detroit's lineup and wasn't good at all. And it's Taro Hirose. So I couldn't think of the guy's name. He he was terrible. He was a terrible NHL player. But it just goes to show why, like, you can't put all your faith in college free agents. And there are always going to be teams that get the better ones. Like, Boston, Pittsburgh, and, you know, Canadian teams are always going to get the better college free agents because more players grew up watching them. And those teams typically have bottom 6 spots open and are close to the cap, so they're looking for a cheap bottom 6 player. So, yeah. Anyways, second period, Aho gets another goal, and third period, Canes lose, actually. Intern Maddie ends up getting the game winner. But we're going to sim on to game 2. I'd really like for us to beat Columbus. I'm glad that Calgary lost in the first round, though. That means we'll get a decent first-round pick. First period, Big Sam with a goal. That's good. Mappletoft gets a goal as well. And then the third period, no goals. So it's a 28-save shutout for one Canes goaltender, and it's Chris Miracle. Big Sam, I believe that's his first playoff or first goal of the playoffs. But Aho is now leading the team in points. Seems like we're having some balanced scoring these playoffs, but I could also be wrong. Game 3, series is tied, 1 apiece. No score in the first period. Second period, though, all of the scoring. Blue Jackets get out to an early 2-0 lead, but the Canes actually make it 3-2 before Lindblom ties the game with 40 seconds left in the period. Third period now, Canes lose again to intern Maddie. Yeah. So 2 low-scoring periods, but the Blue Jackets end up winning that game. Canes need a big game 4. Otherwise, they risk going down 3-1. First period, Columbus gets a goal from Dubois. Second period, no score, and then the third period, Canes tie it with Big Sam scoring on Rome, the goaltender who is looking for revenge against the Canes. I did not hit triangle. It's too hype, but yes. Rome is looking for revenge against the Hurricanes, so it's going to be Chris Miracle versus Rome. It's going to be a battle of the Canes starting goalie versus the former goalie for the Canes. All right, it is Big Sam on the faceoff against intern Maddie, who has won both of the games for Columbus in this series. Svechnikov with the puck takes it to the corner, and Rome's going to cover it up after the puck hits, I believe, Seth Jones in front of the net. So that's definitely boarding. Svech's numbers were seen all the way. I don't get that, but alright. Hirose with the puck to intern Maddie, so intern Maddie on the tie-up gets the puck to Hirose and then eventually gets the puck back. Shot. Chris Miracle didn't have to make the save there, but it was still a dangerous shot. Dominic Bach with the puck now gets it to Svechnikov. To Bach, shot, save. Bach held on to it probably just a second too long there. Big Sam to Zach Werenski, who gets knocked off the puck. Hirose is going to try and enter in the zone. What a hit! Werenski with it to Lindholm. That was Hampus Lindholm with the hit there. Svechnikov from Necas to Aho. Aho with the puck, dishes to Werenski, who loses the puck again. Werenski, oh, and he loses it to Henman. Finding Nino with a great defensive play, though. Gets it to Michael Cera. Necas with it on a breakaway shoot. Saved. Not another one. And the puck is just, they're just whacking at it, and it's out. Buchnevich with the puck to Johnny Gaudreau. Man, this team is kind of stacked. Gaudreau shoots, save Chris Miracle. He's going to hold on. Oh, man. Look at this Necas breakaway shot, and then I don't know how he doesn't hit the rebound in. That was a huge rebound to give up. And it's the third lineup for the Canes. Suzuki's definitely the best player on this line by a wide margin. Oh, that was a horrible pass. Buchnevich, great play by Panda to break up that pass, though. Shot, pass, I don't know, either way. Yablonski with the puck. Gets it back to Finding Nino. Finding Nino scores! The Canes win! Canes tie the series. Who was that in front? I couldn't see. It wasn't Suzuki. But what a pass to notice that player backdoor. And the Canes are going to walk away with the win here after a... The Canes had the majority of the chances, I'd say. But here's the play. Finding Nino gets it. And that's the goal from Mappletoft. That was Mappletoft. The guy who broke his jaw twice this season ends up getting the win for the Canes. So it is going to be Mappletoft from Yablonski, from Finding Nino, and just a great saucer pass here. Just gets past. Look at that. Threads the needle through 3 defenders to get it to Mappletoft, who's just going to whack it in. Does he use a wooden stick? He does. Look at that. He uses a wooden stick. What do you know? But yeah, so Mappletoft, with a great name, gets the win for the Canes. Good stuff. And I'll always say this, but I get legitimately hype every time we win an overtime game. And I get really mad when we don't win an overtime game. Because I'm really invested into this, and what caused me to get burnt out on a lot of these franchise modes is the fact that I wasn't streaming it. But now that I can stream it, I'm much more invested because I feel like, we're doing all this together. Mason McTavish with his first goal of the playoffs. Lindblom gets one. Texier gets a goal there, and then third period, Canes tie it with Svechnikov scoring. Low scoring series for the most part, but Canes are looking for a win at home here in Game 5. I hit triangle, so we'll put the controller away. Canes Twitter franchise mode is running strong here so far. Oh yeah, NXT is on tonight. Alright. Hampus Lindholm with the puck to Big Sam. Big Sam has it now. Oh man, intern Maddie. Uh-oh. Dangles but loses the puck. Gets it back though. Intern Maddie with it. What a move shot. Score. Quick overtime. Yeah, you could see that coming. The Canes defense was kind of flailing a little bit there. But we're looking to defend our title, and the Canes need a big win. Man. Alright, Game 6. That was a tough way to lose at home. We're going to need a big game from the Canes' first line here. Big Sam with a goal. First line getting it done. Second period, Dominic Bach scoring. I can't remember if he's on the first line or not. Tyler Benson ties it with a power play goal. Ah! Why couldn't the Blue Jackets just lose? Or why couldn't the Canes just score? That's a bigger problem. So the Canes have a decent away record in this series, I believe. No, they're even. They're even on the road. They're 1-1. At home, they're 1-2. So they need to. Yeah, they just need to win this game. That's all I'm saying. Big Sam gets the face-off win against Intern Maddie and gets it back from Werenski. Both teams have scored in overtime in this series from making those cross-ice passes. Another dangle from Intern Maddie that doesn't work out. What a selfish player. I know he assisted on the overtime winner. Just let me have it. Svetch with the puck. Passes it. Pass was broken up in front, and Intern Maddie gets the puck. Once again, he's going to pass it to Bergfors, and then Tyler Benson has it. It may have been Benson that made that move, actually. Seth Jones with it. Shot. Chris Miracle with the save. Bach has the puck on his stick. Can't get it out of the zone, though. What a hit. And what a play to clear the puck out of the zone. It's an icing call for sure, but that could have been a goal. Yeah, I have never seen a player get hit that hard. It's an okay save from Miracle. Bach should have made the pass out of the zone much sooner than he did. Svetch gets the puck off the tie-up. Dominic Bach has it. He's probably going to dump it in so the Canes can get a line change. No, he's just going to carry it. Okay. And he's going to turn it over. Okay, Ellis. Ooh, Svechnikov with it. Now he's going to dump it in. The Canes are going to actually not change. Okay. I give up. It's my first day. All right, Werenski to Bach. Are they going to get a line change now? No. Werenski with the puck to Svechnikov. Svetch with the puck. Had the lane for Werenski. Bach shoots, and Svetch was there to clean up something, but Rome makes a good save. Alright, so now the Canes' second line is out. It is Sebastian Aho cloned. Shot, save. That was from Michael Serra, the alleged sniper. Luke Henman. So I guess this is where Columbus's depth kind of ends at forward, but I could be wrong. Michael Serra with the puck to Sebastian. No, it is to Sebastian Ahos. Shot, save, and the puck's going to get cleared out of the zone. I think it's Natchez, so Natchez might be hurt. So they might be just double shifting Aho, but the game just kind of glitched. Yeah, I mean, Rome saw that shot all the way, so it would have been cool if Serra shot it maybe like high glove side. Even if shot it wide, it would have been a good chance. But Aho loses the faceoff. Carlson, Gabriel Carlson had the puck. Now, and they're going to take it behind the net now. Shot, pass broken up. Texier got it briefly, but was hit off of the puck. Now finding Nino has it, and he's going to break it out of the zone. Michael Serra with the puck. Huge Caniac Michael Serra. Puck on his stick. Shot. No, pass. Aho with it. Rome covers the post. That could have been dangerous. The Columbus skater could have knocked it in or could have hit it. And Rome could have kicked it in with the skate. Very dangerous. And yeah, an interesting pass. Maybe he should have shot it as opposed to the pass. But either way, Canes' third line is coming out here. And they were the winners of Game 4. Like, they were the reason why the Canes won. But who knows what will happen. It's the first line out for the offside thanks to that huge hit at the blue line. Yeah, it's a tough matchup. They're playing against the first line for the Blue Jackets, and Suzuki is good enough to match up against this line, but the other two guys, not really. Benson with the puck, passes it back, blocked in front, and the Canes have it after the little scrum. Mapletoft, the winner of Game 4, wearing Jeff Skinner's number, with the puck, back to finding Nino. Who's going to pass it to Panda? Suzuki to finding Nino, to Panda. Suzuki's got it to Panda. Suzuki and Panda playing catch. Back to Suzuki. Missed. Hirose, that may have been a bank pass, but either way, Hirose with the puck, has the puck on his stick in the offensive zone, took it behind the net, but a great play to break the pass up. Mason McTavish has it now, so it's the fourth line for the Hurricanes out against the first line. Canes went out on a change, intern Matty with the puck, Tyler Benson with it now, gets tripped up. Columbus going on a power play here in overtime. This might do it for the Canes season here. Yeah, it's just not a good play from Morrison. It's a rookie mistake from a rookie. Michael Cera and Big Sam out for the Canes, though, against the second unit for the Blue Jackets. So, ooh, Werenski with a nice little move to clear it out of the zone. Jones just lets it go past him. So the Canes kill off some time. Canes with two of their best skaters out on the ice, or their best forwards out on the ice for this overtime. Kyle Connor with it. Gets it to Seth Jones. Jones to Hirose. Shot. Save. It's on the goal line. Chris Miracle with the play. Darcy Marlowe clears it out. I don't know how that puck didn't go in. Seth Jones with it. To Kyle Connor. I think they went and got a partial line change out. Taro Hirose with the puck. Shot. Maybe blocked. Maybe Chris Miracle with the save. Oh, what a save off of that deflection. My goodness. Columbus is not... They're just pouring it on this power play. Tyler Benson with the puck on his stick. Intern Matty shot. Chris Miracle with a save. My goodness, the defense, not great. But the goaltending, pretty good. Not gonna lie. What a save on that deflection. My goodness, that could have been a great goal to win the series. Uh-oh. Mappletoft and McTavish out now for the Canes penalty kill, and yep, Columbus wins the series. As soon as I saw those two players on the ice, I was like, oh no. But Canes lose in the second round in 6 games, and unfortunately, the hope of a repeat dies. But I'll be really mad if Columbus wins, if Rome wins a Stanley Cup with Columbus as their starting goalie after, we got rid of him. But we made the right decision because Lapalainen was phenomenal. I'm not convinced that Rome would have been as good, even though he has a higher overall. He never showed me that he could be that great as a backup. But the West seems to kind of be where it's at. Chicago wins the Stanley Cup. Toronto Marlies win the Calder. So I am not too disappointed about that. The Islanders move up from 4th to 1st to pick, which I don't love. The Rangers also get 3rd overall. So the Islanders will pick the left winger. The Rangers will get a defenseman. 3 gems in the draft now. Ulf Ackerman here, projected to go at the end of the second round, so he'll be available when we pick, so that might be worth it. Low top 6 forward is probably his potential. Not a whole lot of great players in this draft, though. We'll view the retired players now. Jonathan Taves retiring, and Evgeny Kuznetsov. Those are the 2 members of the 1,000-point club. Roman Josi retiring as a solid defenseman. Any former Canes on this list? Justin Falk calling it a career. Ryan Dzingel and Eric Halla calling it careers. Current Hurricane, Sami Vatanen calling it a career as well. Michael Furland, which is... I can't see him lasting this long in the league. Anderson and Koskinen calling it careers as well. But other than that, I'm not sure. Roman Josi's a coach, okay. And I'm going to have to sign one coach, and I believe that's my goalie coach. The goalie coach always retires after 1 year. It's really annoying. I wish they'd fix that for NHL 21. We'll just go straight into the draft because I already clicked it. 17th overall, so this is Calgary's pick here. What are my needs? Left wing, right wing, center, just forwards in general. There is a right winger here. There's a handful of good players available in this point. Robert Gustafsson, two-way forward. ETA is 3 years. That's an option. There's a right winger shooting. He looks like a two-way forward, but he could be a sniper. Also a 3-year ETA. And the center is a power forward. His weakness is a face-off, allegedly, and he's injury-prone. We know that this guy is going to be close to a top 6 forward. Gustafsson, so we'll pick him up. Backman, also a top 6 forward. And the center, Manning, also a top 6 forward. I couldn't have gone wrong with either pick. Pick 26. Apparently there's still some top 6 forwards available, which is good. Or a top 4D that we rank 19th as opposed to 26th. That's really good. Defensive defensemen, I know I really don't need them. But that's just the best. He's the best player available by a long shot. So, definitely, I'm making that pick 10 times out of 10. There's a possible medium elite defenseman here. 20 years old, two-way defenseman, 3-year ETA. If he's medium elite, that's a hell of a pick. Medium top 4D, I'll take it. I'll take that over the low top 6 gem. Yeah, there's a few players available that I could see us picking here. I think this guy might be the best. And even if he's a medium top 9 forward. Low top 6, that's not awful. Okay. Pick 119 now. Medium elite defenseman again. He's 19. There's a medium top 6 forward here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Do I go with the 19-year-old forward or do I go with the 18-year-old forward or the 19-year-old defenseman? This guy's ETA is 5 years as opposed to also 5 years. Skating is his real only weakness. I'd also argue that defense is a weakness as well, but you know. This guy's weakness is also his skating and defense, but physical is also a weakness here. So what do you think? Forward or defenseman? The depth chart is looking, I have a lot of defensemen. Don't have a whole lot of forward prospects. But medium elite, which is great, or medium top 6 forward. Trevor, you got go with the forward? Alright. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, I can't, like, it would really suck if that player turned into something, but I'm so stacked on defense, and for reference, I'll show my rookie skaters as well. I have this guy who is ready for the NHL next year. I have this defensive prospect who I picked this year. This guy. This player. I have quite a few defensemen available. Like, I have a few rookie defensemen on the roster and in the pipeline, so I think I'm okay. Now, this is 181st overall, and oof. Okay, so there's really nobody. I could pick the medium elite goalie, and I'm not going to get another chance to do it. Are there any better players available? There's a few low top 6 forwards that I'll probably pick up. But yeah, I can't pass up on that goalie. How old is this guy? 19. Okay, so that's why he fell so far. He's 54 overall at age 19. Okay, so 212th overall. This is the last pick for the Carolina Hurricanes in this draft. And I think we're going to go with this right winger here. Yeah, he's 19. His shooting is really good. His skating and defense aren't good, but everything else we can work with. We'll pick him up. 58 overall isn't great, but again, I can work with it. Overall, pretty good draft. I'd say it was one of our better drafts. A lot of projects drafted, but I think we can make it work. Assistant coach. I'm going to re-sign him. We have a few scouts on expiring contracts. Oh yeah, scouting. I hired this guy. Because I had a scout that was a C overall. And I ended up making a pretty big upgrade. That's a fine choice for the SHL. Russia, I probably can't do better than that. I feel like I can do better than that in the Metro. And just to be sure that I don't have anybody else, you know what? Why not? There's always good NHL scouts available. Here we go. So, the Canes have... Or we're going to check the awards. The Canes have quite a few good free agents available, though. So it was a Chicago and Columbus series, so I'm glad that Chicago won, which is weird to say that, but... Connor Tuna winning the Norris. That's the third created player to win a Norris in this franchise mode. Lapalainen had the fewest goals scored against, and Chris Miracle, so the Canes goalie tandem was really good this year. Chris Miracle could have probably won the Vezina if he didn't get hurt. Patrick winning his second Selke, and intern Maddie winning the Richard. Did the Checkers win any? Yeah, so Ryland Domi had the most goals, which is good. He was a former first-round pick of ours. And he didn't lead the team, though. Khomutov did. But we're going to go to contracts. We're going to see what's up. Svetch is a free agent at age 28 and does not want to sign. Well, you're gonna. My friend, you are going to... We are giving you a blank check to stay with the organization. How about $2 million more than what you're asking? Happy to do business with you. Okay, so I'm going to have to make decisions on defense coming up. Komutov has done well. I'm going to qualify him. Obviously, you know, that's a good move. I'm also going to sign Hay, because why not? Left wingers, Yablonski doesn't want to sign, but I like the name. It's funny. He had a decent season last year, and I feel like with some added development, he could be better. Yeah, Domi, I'm also going to keep on the roster. I'm going to sign Penner. I'm not going to sign Wilkinson, and I'm not going to sign Zavgorodny. So Penner, we're going to keep. I may come back to Wilkinson, but I don't think so. Mapletoft, another player that I think could grow. Jeffreyon, I don't think can. Norton, I'm just going to qualify for depth, and Zanetti I'm going to sign because medium top 6 forward. Why wouldn't I? Plus, he was a first-round pick. I'd feel really bad if I didn't. Defense. Hampus Lindholm didn't regress at all, but he wants 2 years and he's 34. I'm going to see if I can do better in free agency, because I may move on from Honka and put the Leonov guy. Panda, I'm going to give that contract to. Drysdale, I'm done with. Polak will sign. Sure, why not? McTaggart, there's no reason to sign him. Yeah, he's a low elite, but 63 overall isn't going to cut it. Fedorov doesn't want to sign. Geez. Okay, so I need an AHL goalie again. Unsigned. I have these two guys coming into the system next year. Damian Sullivan. Gonna go ahead and sign him. Dolak I'm gonna keep unsigned for now. I like the potential. What round pick was he? 4th round. This guy was probably a first round pick. Yeah, 31st overall. Okay. Other than that, it's looking like a pretty crappy... it's looking like last year's draft was crappy. This year's draft is much more promising because all 4 of these guys will sign pro contracts. Or maybe not this guy, but I'm hoping this guy at the same time. These 2 guys are iffy. But at least these two guys will definitely sign. This guy probably will. I don't know. But that is that for contracts. We will go ahead and advance. The NHL assistant coach isn't happy with it, but he accepted. Cool. Svetch re-signed. He should have anyways. Everybody else has re-signed. There really weren't many players to re-sign this year. I mostly just qualified a bunch of guys. And we'll just send to free agency. I didn't re-sign the freaking... Okay, well, I need 3 scouts now, but we'll see. So 2 NHL scouts, that's what's going to happen. I have an okay scout for Scandinavia, but that's an upgrade. And then I need a European scout. Yeah, I just totally forgot to bring this guy back. So, that's embarrassing. I must have just skipped past it. I guess I thought I did, but Liga Scout is an A, and then my SHL Scout is a B. I like having my SHL Scout, but if I can get a scout that's slightly better, I'm going to do it. Alright. I had a coach retire, didn't I? Dang it. I hate doing that. And yeah, it was the goalie coach. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, you sign a goalie coach for the AHL, he will always leave after 1 year. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what it is, but every single goalie coach that you will hire for your AHL team will leave after 1 or 2 years. All right. So he should say yes to that, and that would be really good because his teaching is an A+. And I have some goalies coming into the system soon. Other than that, that's it for that. Now I need to look and see what the team needs. I think it's exclusively a defenseman. I'm going to trade Honka because Honka sucks. Centers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mason McTavish was a good first-round pick at the time. I was really excited for it, if I remember correctly. Like, I was really happy about that pick. He just hasn't developed. He didn't develop into a good player. So I'm going to get a 2nd and a 4th-round pick for him. Not going to use him, so that's just, like, free picks for a player that I wouldn't use. Klinga is... What was his potential? He's 80 overall at age 22, so he could get a little better. It doesn't make my bottom 6 any worse, and yeah, opens up a spot in the AHL too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, I have that. So Marlowe isn't a very good fit for my team, huh? Maybe I'd be better off... How good of a fit is Honka? He's a really good fit on the 2nd pair. Well, let's see who's available in free agency before I do anything stupid. Because it's becoming clear that Panda isn't going to be... Glad I looked in free agency, huh? Yeah... He doesn't fit on the 1st pair, but, like, who cares? A former Norris Trophy winner. A created player, nonetheless. And a hell of a player. Oh, Trevor, you're a free agent, too. If I didn't have a great top six, I would pick you up. We'll keep an eye on who signs you. I'm gonna have to find a trade for Marlowe. He's not a very good fit for the team, and I want Leonov to play. So Marlowe, Chase Brisky. Okay. Well, I could get. So what I could do is trade him and then flip Prisky for something. No, that doesn't make any sense. That's stupid. Okay. Never mind. Talked myself out of it. It's kind of interesting that you didn't sign with the Devils. Typically, like, I'm surprised by that. So Darcy Marlowe, you have been a good Carolina Hurricane. You have actually won a Stanley Cup with us, but I'm gonna trade for Chicago's first, even though they don't want to trade it. Let's see if I can get a third too. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so lots of picks. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that your player has decided to leave New Jersey. Really am. What else did I need? Prospect depth, if there is any. Oh, this is a great prospect to sign, Pirieta. 71 overall, 20 years old, low top six forward. That's a great deal. Former third round pick of Vegas. I think I'm going to sign Obsit as well. Another third round pick of Vegas. Other than that, I don't see anybody on the first page. But yeah, that's if I can get both of those players to sign, that's 2 steals. Yeah, I think that's it. I did need a goalie for my AHL team. I do remember that. I don't see any great ones available. If he wasn't 22, that would have been a great signing. Like, if he wasn't asking for 3 years. This guy's only asking for 1 year. That's perfect. That's the type of player I want. Okay. I think I'm good. What teams are interested in you? You got 4 teams interested in you. And they are Arizona, Philly, Ottawa, and Los Angeles. LA, one of the worst teams in the league last year. Ottawa, not a playoff team. What did I say? Arizona, Philly. I don't know if any of those teams were playoff teams. Arizona wasn't a playoff team. LA wasn't a playoff team. Ottawa wasn't. And Philly wasn't. So 4 non-playoff teams are interested in you. So, rip. I mean, you would make all of those teams better. I'm just hoping that you don't sign with LA. Neil Pionk traded to Detroit. Okay, it's a weird trade. Yeah, we'll continue advancing. So 1 scout has signed. I don't know who that is or which. I think that's an NHL scout. My goalie coach has signed. Yay. I got my European scout back for the Extraliga. I got the defenseman that I was after. Johnny Gaudreau traded from Calgary to Vancouver. So Calgary trades Gaudreau and Teravainen. Folks, Calgary is selling. So that was a different Gaudreau on the Blue Jackets. But yeah, so Calgary is selling, and we have their first round pick. Okay, so there's all my scouts. Yay, scouts. Got the goalie prospect. I got the left wing prospect as well. Just to be sure, I'm gonna be really mad if they sell and I just find out that I don't have their first round pick. Do I? I do. And I have Chicago's. I have 3 first round picks in this year's draft. Did you sign? I'm actually about to check that right now. Signings. I'm looking for your name. No, because it's mostly just prospects that sign at this point. So we'll take a look. There were a few created players in free agency other than that. Number Sports Fan has signed. We got our number one defenseman, our actual number one defenseman this time. And signings. John Gibson and Jason Mariani sign with Calgary, so Calgary does get a little better. Hampus Lindholm signs in Dallas. Oh, Ottawa offer sheeted a player from LA. Interesting. Long-term deal, 7 years for a free agent there. Trevor signed with Tampa. So that's actually the best case scenario because Tampa was a playoff team. They did get swept in the first round, but like that's good. There's actually a couple offer sheets there. Shlomo, you signed with Vegas. Intern Maddie signed with Washington. Damn. So the Metro gets a little worse by getting rid of Trevor, but intern Maddie. Oh no, he was with Columbus, so they don't get any better. The Metro gets better with Number Sports Fan though. Best case would have been the Canes, but yeah, but like you wouldn't have gotten top 6 minutes here. You would have been on the third line. Because I have Aho, Big Sam, Svechnikov, Necas, Suzuki, Bach. You could have taken Suzuki's spot, but like it was a little iffy, and I'm probably forgetting a player too. Oh, and Michael Cera. And yeah, it just would have been a little ugly. But yeah, Tampa's a good team to sign with, I think. But we're done. We're gold for next season. Jacob Chikrin heading to Washington, so the Metro does get better there. Although Chikrin's a little older in this. I think he's in his 30s. Chase Prisky, no. He's pretty old too. They still want to trade me Chase Prisky. I'm gonna take everything off the trade block. So here's the players that I offer, or that I qualified getting some offers. Elias Anderson trading to Anaheim. Yablonsky, gonna match that. Mapletoft has accepted. No offer sheet for him. So there's my team, pretty much. Calgary wants their first round pick back. And you know what I'm going to say? No. Ryland Domi has accepted as well. So did Drake Weber. Yeah, I'm not too surprised about any of this. Josiah Norton. No, we're going to decline all these. Brett Howden traded to Edmonton. Getting a lot of trade offers, but I don't want any of them. No. All right. We're going to edit the lines. I'm also just taking a look at Twitter real quick. Just to take a look. They're talking about on Twitter. I noticed like, hey, there's a matchup between the Sarnia Sting and the Plymouth Whalers, and it features 11 players who played in the NHL. I believe 2 of these guys were former Canes. 3 maybe? Did Nikos Stelios play with the Canes? I'm looking this up while we look at the lines here. These are some weird lines. I'm going to say that right now. Okay, so this may have had like a... Because it was Plymouth, so they drafted... And it was early 2000s, so they drafted a bunch of Canes. He did. So it was like, yeah, he saw NHL action. What do you know? Yeah, his two NHL games were with the Canes. Obviously, Jeff Hiramo was a Carolina Hurricane. He was a first round pick that played in 32 NHL games. Yeah, Celios was drafted first round, 22nd overall by the Canes, and played in two whole NHL games, had 6 penalty minutes, and was a -2. Harold Druken was a Canucks pick and played in 14 games for the Carolina Hurricanes, registering 1 assist. And I think that's it. But yeah. Oh, the early 2000s of Carolina Hurricanes hockey. Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. All right. I don't know what Nature's is doing down there, but I sure as hell don't like it. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, see, like, you wouldn't have gotten ice time now that Sarah's up to an 89 overall. Ooh, that makes the fourth line bad. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I'd prefer that. Yeah, okay. Prospects. Defensively, Leonov is up to an 82, which I like to see. Honka's better suited for the second pair than Finding Nino is, which isn't surprising. And then Leonov, well, he exists. Hopefully he'll be a better fit for this team. But either way, that's the team. Goaltending now. Lapalainen's up to an 88. Chris Miracle looks to have peaked at a 94. Scratched players. Okay. A little upset that Sanders is scratched, but don't care too much about Polak. Think we're fine there. AHL team. Yeah, I was right in signing Sullivan. Oh, Pittis is a 79 overall. There we go. There's some prospect growth. I like it. Okay, that actually makes it worse. That doesn't do anything. Okay. That makes the third line better. I'll do it. And then this guy just kind of sucks. Why is he here? I don't know. Defense. Stolberg, Barabal, Voracek, Marchant. Yeah, so Charlotte's going to kind of suck this year. But it's cool. It's cool. Cool. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. And we'll just sim to February 1st. I'll probably just stream this season, and that'll be it. Like I'll sim through everything. No, I don't want to trade freaking Lapalainen, bro. Yeah, I'll just sim through this whole season and the playoffs, maybe the draft, depending on how far we get. Yeah, we'll do the draft because I want to see which prospects are, close to signing. Or like which prospects from this past draft grew at all. So we'll do that. But other than that, I don't think I'll be doing anything too crazy. All depends on how well the Canes do in the playoffs. Okay, so all right. Regular season, I just want to make sure I'm scouting See, Liga. Extraliga. Did I not end up signing that one scout? I'm dumb. I thought I hit the button. Who did I sign? Who? Which extra? Oh, I hit WHL. I'm dumb. Okay, well, I have to fire one of my 3 WHL scouts now. Because I have to scout Sweden. This guy has a B, C- in Discovery, but that's fine. Their name's Henna. That's pretty dope. They accept. And we lose to Buffalo in our home opener, but win against Washington the next night. Okay. I am terribly sorry for that delay, but gotta fix that. They're scouting the Liga, yeah. I gotta scout the SHL. They're an A- in accuracy, so that's not even that bad. So Trevor, we'll have to remember that you're on Tampa now. So remind me at the end of the season, because I sure as hell won't remember. Yeah, definitely not going to remember. Getting offers for master degrees, or like master's programs, and I don't think they've seen my GPA. That's good. Phil Drake is projected to go first overall. It's the USA East, so not sure, but I will scout this guy just to say I did. Remind me that you're on Tampa now. Alright, yeah, we're not doing that great. Still early in the season. But yeah, just 500 record, not great. Hopefully we did end the month on a win against Edmonton. Vasyunov and Menard heading to Dallas. Vegas gets Hampus Lindholm, so Dallas is already done with Hampus Lindholm, which is kind of crazy. Tampa. Hey, a 2-1 win. There we go. Okay, the team's starting to come along now a little bit. We're starting to string together some wins here and there. Eh. Here we go. Did we beat Washington? Yes, we did. Okay. New Jersey is not as good of a team without Trevor. Number sports fan out with a mild concussion, which is not great. Alright, well, our number 1 defenseman's out for a little bit, so that's a concern, but hopefully we can win. Calgary's not doing well, which is what I like to see. He's back. Did we scratch a player? Oh, we did. I don't know, man. Sanders is a center, so we'll just put him there. It's a downgrade, but I don't think it matters too much. Number Sports Fan is back on the team. And we beat Calgary, so I like to see that. Barely in a playoff spot, but it is early in the season. We're no longer in a playoff spot. We are in a playoff spot. Yeah, it's a back and forth effort so far. That's fine. We'll stop. Or we'll just continue. Good year for rookies is always good, but I don't think from here on out there will be any bad years for rookies. There just might be some that are a little better than most. Tight race in the Metro this year still, though. Canes with another big win over Philly, or over Florida. Can we beat Philly too? We can. Okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. We'll view the draft class. Seems like the team's winning a lot more games now, and Phil Drake is just a medium elite power forward. He's a left winger, but our scouts rank him first overall, so he probably won't move from there. We do have a gem, a left winger, Maxim Radulov from Russia. Know nothing about him other than really that he's a medium elite player. B- puck skills. Shot utilization is an issue despite him having allegedly decent shooting. No similar style. 3-year ETA. So something to definitely keep an eye on as we get further along in the sim. Beat Calgary again. No, we lost to Calgary. Oh well. They're second to last in the division though, so I like to see that. I'm telling you, man, it was the right move to do that. It was the right move to get the second round pick too. I was like, ooh, injured stomach for Kling. That's not good. I was like, should I go for this prospect, and then maybe like a third, or maybe even like a second round pick, or do I go with the no prospect in the first round pick? I'm glad that I made the choice to get the first round pick. I think, because the prospect wasn't that good. I'm not gonna lie. All right, we've won one game in our last 5, so that's not good. We've slipped out of first in the division. We'll make it one win in our last 7. Playing against Trevor's Tampa Bay Lightning, who are killing it this year. So see, that was the right decision. 1 win in our last 8 games now. Oh, thank God. Thank goodness for the Blue Jackets, man. Every time we've played them, we've won. This month we have 4 wins. Ending the new year on a win though, so we did get the 5th win of the month. And we get the first win. And we got the first win of the new year too. Okay. So it just seems like the team went through like a really bad patch, but we've kind of gotten out of it. Ooh, fractured collarbone for Aho though. So that's a huge loss. 4-0 win against Nashville. Cool. Cool. Alright, so a long win streak. That's kind of what we needed. Chris out with a separated shoulder until March 5th, so that's 2 huge losses for the Hurricanes. Lapalainen, luckily, is a capable goaltender, but my goodness, we cannot catch a break. We're still beating teams. I didn't even check to see if... Dang, I didn't even check to see if we're Chicago, despite winning the cup, is now a 500 team. There's a win. Boston gets Niha. That's not going to make her happy. Ottawa gets Anders Bjork. That's going to make Niha upset. The Flames are in a wild card spot now, unfortunately, so come on, Western Conference, get better. Alright. Still just the one gem, and we're still scouting him. It's only been a month, though, so I'm not too surprised. 4-2 win against the Rangers. I like it. No. Alright, that's tough. New Jersey's selling Zaboral and Severson. Go to Vancouver, and that's the next team we play, of course. But we win. Okay. So it doesn't actually matter. Dallas gets a first for Roslovic and Comrie, along with the prospect. The Flames have dipped into the second wild card spot and are tied with the Ducks. Really need the Ducks, Kings, and Sharks to I need the California teams to really step up. So I'm hoping. This sounds really weird, but I'm kind of hoping for a loss in at least one or two of those games, just to give those teams a point. But I think the team's good enough to continue on. We've done our part against Calgary. We won one of our games against them this season. And right now, we just need them to lose again. Like, I'd prefer like 13th overall as opposed to 17th. You know, like I'm always gonna root for a higher pick. But we'll see what happens. 2 losses coming out of the All-Star break. There's definitely a bit of rust here. Looks like New Jersey is still a good team even without Trevor. San Jose's done for the year, pretty much. St. Louis gets Merkley and Zucker, which is crazy. That's just so good. We kick the shit out of Anaheim. My God. Pardon the language, but not really. Like, that was a butt whooping. Alright, well, I don't think we'll be relying on those two teams to make the playoffs. Yeah, the Flames are now 3rd in the division, so dang. It's looking like we're not getting a lottery pick this year. My intentions were good and right, and I feel like it could have been really good. Eetu Luostarinen heading from Pittsburgh to Nashville, though. So Pittsburgh, a division rival, gets a little worse, which is good. Chicago trades Kirby Dach and Andre Burakovsky to Minnesota. Hopefully Calgary doesn't play Chicago anymore. The Hurricanes will... Well, we'll see a trade first. Okay, Pittsburgh trades Ruzicka. That's not really worth mentioning. Chicago gets Bjorkstrand for Paling. That's not that great. Flames are now 2nd in the division. Okay, well, that sucks. I was hoping that, this pick would be good, but I think I've jinxed myself when I mentioned that they were doing poorly. Edmonton gets bottom 6 help, I'd say. Which, if they play the Flames again, that'd be good. JFK heading to Buffalo from New Jersey. And New Jersey is 3rd in the division. Crazy. It's really interesting. No. Yeah, I think the Flames are a playoff team, unfortunately. Okay. Well, Chris Miracle is now back. Maybe a little earlier than expected. Actually, I think a lot earlier than expected. I think he was supposed to be back like the 15th, but it seems like that's good. My gosh. 4-game win streak, 5 games for the Canes. We do lose to the Caps, though, but we are a playoff team. Hooray! We are a playoff team with 2 late first-round picks, basically. Which isn't terrible. Just adds to the prospect depth, Still the 1 gem. Ooh, medium top 6 forward, though. That's really good. There's another win. And we lose to the Islanders but beat Toronto. Lose to St. Louis, but everybody does. Leonov, a defenseman, is out till the end of the regular season. He might come back for the game against the Sens, but other than that, I don't think. There's it. 50 wins once again. No, Leonov is actually back for the game against Montreal, possibly. Definitely the game against Ottawa, though. And we've clinched the division, but not the conference, and I doubt we will. Rangers get 2 in the first. Yeah, Canes lose. Okay. Tough. So, what's the playoffs looking like? The Metro had a pretty bad year, I'd say. Svetch only had 77 points. Bit of a down year offensively for the Canes. So Tampa won the conference, and I don't know who wins the President's Trophy in this scenario. The Oilers probably will because they have more wins. But so Trevor, you were on a good team. Tampa won the Eastern Conference this year. So Svetch with 77 points, Big Sam with 72. Number Sports Fan with 52 points. That's definitely a great year for us. A down year offensively for all our players, though. Aho missed a lot of games, and that's probably why. Really happy with this prospect having 43 points. Goodness. Okay. Probably not Calder Trophy worthy. Actually, you know what? Let's check just for funsies. Oh shoot, he will win the Calder. It was a pretty poor year for rookies then. So cool, we have a Calder Trophy winner. Goaltending, Chris, bit of a down year for he and Lapalainen, but still solid. Who? This was a goalie that I signed when Chris got hurt. He only played in 3 games. Okay. Well, Ottawa comes before Tampa in this, so we'll just check Ottawa. Scott had 54 points. Just a solid defenseman. Trevor, 84 points. That might be a career high, actually. It is. Career high in goals, but not assists. It's a career high in points, too, by 1. You're a plus 22. So, good stuff. Okay, we'll go through the playoffs briefly. Ooh, I don't know why I hit that. So it'll be the Canes versus a wild card team, I believe. Who are we facing? Detroit again. Detroit in the first round. Okay. First period, game 1. Werenski and Aho score for the Canes. Aho gets the power play goal. Both those goals early on in the period. Second period, Honka gets a goal after Mantha ties it. And then third period, Canes run away in the third period. Suzuki, Bach, and Number Sports Fan getting the goals. I mean, yeah, you can't argue with 84 points, man. That's a point per game season on a good team that won the division. And a team that's still losing their playoff series. You just can't catch a break, man. I'm so sorry. Number Sports Fan had 3 points in that game. Solid. Well, he has his 4th there with a power play goal. Morrison and Finding Nino score. Those are some odd goals. Finding Nino's was from center ice. My goodness. Zadina gets a goal for the Red Wings, but Yablonski gets a goal for the Canes. 4-2 win there. And again, you know, the Canes are in control. They're in the driver's seat in this series with a 2-0 series lead, winning both games at home. Tampa's lost the first 2 series. Man. Aho and Honka scoring in the first period. Detroit ties it with Evan Stansel and Cole Perfetti. Tie game. Evan took the lead, but Bach tied it with 5:50 left. We're heading to overtime. Trevor, I'm being like legitimately serious. I'm being serious when I say this. Like, is it time to maybe consider that your player is just cursed in the playoffs? Like, when you were with the Sabres, you guys would always lose in the first round if you made the playoffs at all. Seems like in this sim, you're always losing in the playoffs. I guess when you were with the Sabres, you'd make it to the conference final, but never the cup final. And then now in this sim, you've never gotten past the first round, I don't think. Like, I don't think you've made the conference final. And I know it's still early, but like it's kind of crazy. And then when you got put on the Canes, which was a super team, you guys like lost. Like we lost in the second round, and we had a hell of a season. Like I don't understand what the deal is. That's got to be it, man. I have no idea. But Big Sam on the faceoff loses it, and Evan Stansel picks it up. Evan is going to carry it into the offensive zone, down the wing, tries to cut inside, but no quarter given by Number Sports fans. Svechnikov breaks up the pass. Big Sam's got it now. He's going to enter the zone and pass it immediately to Dominic Bach. Bach is going to dish it to Number Sports fan shot. Good pad save by Caden Primo. Big Sam with it to Number Sports fan. Pass to Big Sam to Svechnikov shot. And the puck's going to stay in the defensive zone for a minute, but it's going to get out. Evan Stansel again gets bumped off the puck by Werenski and turned over to Baron. Bermanis with the puck to Evan Stansel. Back and forth action here. Bermanis with the puck to Moritz Seider. Seider gets crushed by Michael Serra, huge Caniac. And the puck's going to leave the zone. Evan Stansel with the puck yet again. Baron with the puck. He's got it. Oh, good defense by Werenski. Natchez with it up to Michael Serra. Michael Serra with the puck. Took two men on him. Shot, save, shot. Oh, what a stop by Primo on Sebastian Aho. My goodness. Baron with it gets hit. Meg Palmer got it to Moritz Seider. It sounds like such a southern name, but it's German. And Michael Serra had a chance for a breakaway if he could split the D, but elected for a drop pass there. Interesting, but Serra gets it back. To Finding Nino. Oh, okay. Ah, Caden Primo with a nice save, and he's going to cover that one up. Are they going to show the great save here? Look at this stop. What a save. That's just craziness. Third line out, Suzuki, Kling, and Morrison. It's a better third line for the Canes, but still not great. Wong with it. I couldn't see who that player is, but either way, missed the net on the slap shot. Okay. That's Panda with the puck. Panda had it on his stick to Suzuki. Suzuki is going to, turn it over to Kovanov. Matthew Savoy here. Matt Savoy with the puck. Shot, block. Ooh, that one was dangerous. We have a player with 69 as his number. Yes! Big Sam scores! What a shot! And the player with the number 69 is going to get the assist. And so the Canes take a 3-0 series lead with that goal. Let's see, who is that player? It's Kling. It was a great decision to put this player on the roster. So it's going to start with a breakout pass here. It's kind of a meaningless secondary assist, but he does get the bank pass up to Dominic Bach. Bach is going to enter in the offensive zone and dish the puck to Big Sam. And it's a fairly low danger shot from the top of the circles, just a wrist shot, and Primo just can't get that after making some great saves. That's a bad one to give up. But Big Sam with the game winner in this game gives the Canes a 3-0 series lead. And let's see if Tampa lost. Hopefully they didn't. I'm really hoping, Trevor, that your player will succeed. Did they win? They did win. Okay. So that's exciting for them. AHL regular season is over, and the Checkers are a playoff team despite having some sus stats. But either way. Game 4 for the Canes. Morrison and Bach scoring for the Hurricanes in the first period. Zadina gets a goal for Detroit. Second period, all Canes. Aho with 2 goals. Natchez with 1. No goals in the third period. Canes win. Just outstanding series for the Canes again, offensively and defensively this time around. Aho must have had a hell of a performance. Obviously he had those 2 goals, but I don't think that was it. Tampa has tied their series 2-2. It's 3-2. It's a 3-2 lead for Tampa right now. And Tampa has won. So Trevor, you are moving on to the second round, I believe for the first time in this sim. And the playoffs are complete. Calgary advanced, so our pick gets a little worse, unfortunately. Charlotte won, which is cool. Canes versus Devils, second round. A Metropolitan Division matchup. New Jersey with the first goal. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing that name. Big Sam with a goal in the second period. Third period now. Canes lose. Bach gets a goal to tie it, but Parazalgan gets the win. So the Canes lose to the Devils. And New Jersey moved to the second round too. So see what happens when your player's not on the Devils? They move on. Your player wasn't on Buffalo this time around? You won. They won a cup. Work rate scores, Johnson scores, and the Canes get one from Aho, but just two low-scoring games in this series, and both were decided by one goal, and the Canes can't get it done. A little concerning. We're gonna need more from. I haven't heard Svechnikov's name once. Again, New Jersey with the first two goals. God damn, it's a shutout. Nothing. This is what I get for talking all that shit. I mean, the Canes, they're down. We're down 3-0. We need a win in this game. We need a win. Like, regardless of what happens, like, I don't care if we lose the series, but I want one win. Michael Cera with the goal. Canes win. Thank God. Finding, Dominic Bach and Michael Cera get the goals. Well, we got one. Let's keep it happening. Calgary is tied in their series. We needed that. We need to get the offense flowing, and that's how we do it. That's how we do it. First period, Michael Cera with the goal. Second period, Natchez with the goal. It's tied. Lind scores. The Canes can force a game 6 with a win here. If not, they lose, and the season's over. New Jersey's goaltending is terrible, though, so maybe. Alright, Werenski with the puck on his stick is going to double back but get it to Bach. Bach is going to get a big Sam back to Bach. Shot. Number sports fan, it got blocked. Bad shot decision. And Jack Hughes with the puck now. Got broken up, and there's a penalty coming up. The Canes are going on the power play. So Jack Hughes is going to the penalty box here. Aho got his stick lifted again, and there wasn't a penalty. Okay, so it was just a stick lift. Couldn't tell. Alright. Well, there's the puck. To number sports fan. Shot! Missed the net. Werenski with the puck. Back to Big Sam. Blocked. Number sports fan got the puck to Suzuki. Shot saved by the goalie Tristan Jarry. So, there were a couple good chances there. That did look like a penalty, though. I'm not gonna lie. That was a little sus. But Kling, Natchez, and Mappletoft here on the ice. And the King, he's just gonna back off from the freaking play. Donskoy blocked. Morrison got it to Bach, who got that was a suicide pass. Morrison, you dumbass. Svechnikov with the puck. Svech has it to Dominic Bach. Bach is gonna give it up to Natchez. Natchez is gonna carry it into the zone. Passes it to Mappletoft, who misses. Oh, Kling got crunched along on the play there, and yeah, that was ugly. That was ugly. Yeah, that was ugly. That was an ugly play. Just the second unit was just ugly all around. None of it was good. Natchez loses the face-off to Hischier. Boss, I think was the guy's name. Clears it out of the zone. And Dominic Bach is going to retrieve. 44 seconds left on the power play. Natchez with the puck. He's going to enter in the zone. Pass it immediately to Mapletov. Back to Svechnikov. Shot. Saved by Jerry. There's so much net open, and he decided to shoot it into the goalie's chest. He's been taking shooting lessons from Jordan Stahl, I see. Yeah, the second unit was doing nothing, so the Canes are going to go back to the first unit here of Big Sam, Aho, and Ryan Suzuki. Suzuki had it for a brief moment, but lost the puck. Board battle, and the Canes got it back. Suzuki shot, missed the net. Aho missed the top shelf there. Werenski back to Number Sports Fan, not sure what he's doing. His controller must have disconnected. Ryan Suzuki with the puck to Big Sam. Big Sam back to Suzuki to Sam. Shot, backhand, save Jerry. First unit is still getting more opportunities than the second unit ever did, so yeah. Work rate tried to clear, but Suzuki's got it. Number Sports Fan blocked in front, and they can't quite clear it. Werenski with the puck on his stick, gets it to Big Sam. Big Sam's going to get it back to Number Sports Fan. Pass to Big Sam, another backhand, another save. We're at even strength. A frustrating power play for the Canes. They can't get it done. It's an elimination game. You have to win. You gotta stay alive, and the Canes can't convert. That's typically a death sentence for teams. But Bach and Svechnikov out on the ice for the Canes. Svech had the puck on his stick for a minute. Morrow with the puck now, getting guarded by a Number Sports Fan. Puck on his stick, Murray. Oh, goodness. Okay, Svechnikov has the puck after a clear. All by himself, and Morrow gets the puck back. Svech got crushed in the offensive zone. Hughes with it, shot, and a save by Chris Miracle. Parazogan with the puck. He's got it back to Boss. Oh, no. Here's the play coming up. Canes got it. Klinger with the puck. Good save. Number 69 to Morrison. Morrison with it, shot, scores! The Canes win and force a game 6. A great shot. We're not going to watch it though, we're just going to keep going. The Canes get the much needed win in game 5 to force game 6. Alright, Tampa was down 3-1 in their series. Calgary's down 3-2. Trevor, your season is also still going on. Game 6 in New Jersey at the Prudential Center. First period, Aho and Suzuki scoring. Second period, no score. Third period, Number Sports Fan gets it. That's a shutout of the New Jersey Devils. Chris Miracle with 25 saves. A dominant performance in net. Your Carolina Hurricanes have forced game 7. So has Calgary, and so has Tampa. Look at that. First period, Johnson gets a goal for New Jersey. Second period, Canes up 2-1. Big Sam and Andrei Svechnikov scoring goals. Third period, we're going to slow Simmons. Svechnikov with a power play goal. And a huge penalty kill from the Canes there. What a story this is. Lind makes it a 1-goal game, though, and a power play. Canes with a huge penalty kill. Wow. That was big. That was a big penalty kill. You've killed off 2 penalties in this period. Panda with his first of the playoffs. The Canes have come back from down 3-0 to stun the New Jersey Devils. Calgary does win, so they're heading to the conference finals, and it's a Canes Lightning conference final. And Charlotte moves on. Good for them. Wow, folks, this is crazy. Crazy stuff. There's Trevor getting a goal. Unfortunately, it's the go-ahead goal right now. Aho with the goal against the Canes, or for the Canes. Third period, it's tied. Svechnikov. Here we go. Overtime. Game 1 of the conference final. Alright, Sergachev with the puck to Braden Point. Point is going to just dump it in. Werenski got crushed, but a play to get it out. Oh, what a save on Kucherov after the bad turnover by Bach. Number sports fan up to Svechnikov to Big Sam. Shot, save, Svech. Hits the post. Great defense there from the Lightning. Otherwise, that's a goal. Daniel Sprong with the puck. Number sports fan breaks that up. That was a bad deke there. Bach with the puck on his stick. Dominic Bach to Aho. Another great save by the goaltender. Aho has it. Shot. Save. Sergachev to Kucherov. Great entertaining overtime here. Sprong with the puck on his stick. Gets broken up again. That was Panda, I believe. Bach with it to Aho. Shot. Saved by the Lightning goalie. Bach with it. Gets hit. Radish with the puck on his stick. Looks like Bach might be hurt. Michaels with it to Radish. Panda with a break up of the play. Aho with it now. Aho offside. Yeah, Michael Cera not quite. Aho got bumped. But here is a save from Chris Miracle here. What a stop off that turnover. Lightning are playing an aggressive style of play. They're really forcing the Canes to make mistakes in the offensive and defensive zones with their physicality. Finding Nino with the puck. Haven't heard his name on the score sheet all that much. Foot had it. Natchez with a great play. Michael Cera missed the net. May have hit the goaltender on the way through. Radish with the puck. Being defended by two men. And, oh, what a shot. Slap shot save. Trevor almost won it. Radish with the puck on his stick to Carlo to Stamkos. Shot. Score. That is number 19. Was that Trevor? No, it was Radish. It was Taylor Radish with the goal. So Tampa wins game 1 of the series. And again, it was off of a turnover. Tampa just capitalizing on those turnovers in that overtime. We couldn't. New draft rankings for May. Again, I don't really care about this. We have 2 very late first-round picks. We have a gem at 5th overall. That's useless information. that's not important. First period, Bach and Natchez scoring. Second period, Aho, Nino, sports fan, and Leonov with his first career playoff goal scoring. Oh, the Canes almost lost, but they won. 6-5. So, series is tied. You win 1 game on the road. Now you're heading home for games 3 and 4. First period, Canes winning. Big Sam, Natchez, and Svechnikov scoring. Trevor with a goal in the first period. Tie game, Morrison gets the goal for the Canes. Leonov gets another goal. Trevor scored in the third period. We're heading to overtime. Game 3 at home for the Hurricanes. What's going to happen, folks? Will Trevor get his first Stanley Cup? Or no? Will they not? Oh boy. But Sergachev gets hit hard by Big Sam. That was a crushing hit. Kucherov with the puck on his stick gets it out of there. Canes with the puck in the offensive zone, getting it back to Werenski. Werenski's going to dish it to number sportsman. Big Sam back to Werenski. Werenski's going to dish it to Big Sam. Misses the net. And, okay. Alright. Okay, Dominic Bach. Not loving his decision-making in overtime in these playoffs. But Aho with the puck got it up to Michael Cera. Almost a breakaway, but a good job for the Tampa defender just to kind of get in the way. Sergachev with it to Kucherov. Kucherov has got it to Trevor. Trevor to... Oh, what a save. Chris Miracle. Panda with the puck to Michael Cera. The 6'9" forward. Michael Cera back to Finding Nino. Back to Natchez. Natchez with the puck on his stick. Natchez, what a move. Oh, great stop. Poke check by the goaltender there. And there's a dump in. Finding Nino's going to get the puck. To Aho. And Aho's going to get it up to Michael Cera. Michael Cera at the center of a few... Oh, good toe drag there, but doesn't really get around defender. Suzuki misses the net. That's why he's a playmaker. Back to Panda. Panda! No. Suzuki has the puck. Back to Finding Nino. Finding Nino winds up. Shot. Save. Is that Mrazek? That can't be Peter Mrazek. Well, good to see that Jonathan is high in penalty minutes here. The third line, which was the OT hero in game number 2, I believe. Or, no, they won a game against New Jersey. I lied. Tampa won the overtime game this series. Slap shot, easy save, a couple easy saves, Chris Miracle. And Tampa's going on the power play. Oh no. Panda going to the box here. Trevor drawing the penalty in overtime. Obstruction. Holding. Mapletoft and Big Sam is the penalty killing unit here. Big Sam wins the face-off. Number Sports Fan clears the zone, but doesn't get the puck quite deep enough to really kill off too much time. It just doesn't allow Tampa to get set up. Sprong is going to dump it in. That's a strange move on the power play. Big Sam is going to clear it. I think if you dump the puck in on your own power play, it should be a penalty. Like, you're that bad that you can't get set up. Kieran Lang with it. Shot save a couple of times for Chris Miracle. The puck exits the zone. Sergachev with it. Pass misses. And Anthony Honka killing penalties. That's a terrifying thought. Honka to Mapletoft. To Honka. What a save by the Lightning goaltender. Okay, maybe that's not as terrifying as I thought. Backhand, easy save by a Miracle, and he's just going to hold on. Canes have killed off just about half of this power play. Not a physical team, the Hurricanes. The Lightning are very physical. I think that's kind of why they're winning a little bit. Michael Cera and Sanders on the face-off, or on for the Canes, and they're going to dump the puck out. I may have unplugged my mic, so I'm back. Trevor with the puck on his stick at the circles is going to dish it to Stamkos, and Chris is going to make a good save. So my mic was freaking out, that's why I accidentally unplugged my mic. Huge hit from Stamkos, but the Canes got the puck out of the zone, man. Doesn't matter how you do it. It's that you did it. So Sanders is going to take the face-off, and he's going to lose it. Luke Henman on the face-off. Oh, deflection. And Chris is going to make another stop. Icing away a little bit more time. Chris realizes that the team needs the face-off here. Yeah, that was a nice deflection. Great reaction save from Chris there. And yeah, we're going to stick with the same unit here, which is a little odd, but okay. Oh, backhand chance does not go. Leonov is going to dish it to Sanders, who's going to dump it out. That's an interesting little play. It worked. Michael Cera there, that big imposing force in all zones. Trevor with the puck at the right circle. And another backhanders goes wide. Werenski's going to give it to Sanders, and why not get a little bit of an offensive opportunity here? Michael Cera with the puck on his stick. Still keeps it. Had it for a minute. Penalty killed, though. It's even strength. Trevor with the puck at the right circle again. Braden Point missed the net. Stamkos with it. Chris is going to cover up. Alright, the Canes' second line is coming out now. Michael Cera's got to be gassed. I don't know why he's still out here. But alright. Loses the face-off, shot, blocked. Kucherov, blocked. Aho's got it up to Necas. Necas with the puck on his stick. Enters the zone, doesn't have a whole lot of support yet, but Michael Cera has it. Oh, good little move to get around the defenders. Number Sports Fans got it back to Werenski. Werenski, nice play. One-time shot by Cera does not go. Kucherov with the puck. Had it turned over for a minute, but Foot with the puck on his stick. Foot back to Carlo. Carlo's got it to Kieran Lang. Shot, score. Well, at least it was a created player. So Tampa takes a 2-1 series lead. Game 4. Canes need a win here, I'd say. Number Sports Fan, Mapletop, and Honka get the goals. Karen Lang gets another goal, but it's a 3-1 Canes win. That's a good way to come back from that OT loss. 3 first period goals, and then you just shut the door for the rest of the game. Canes win, series is tied 2-2. We're heading to Tampa for Game 5, and there will be a Game 6 in this series. So, no goals in the first period. Second period, Tampa gets 3. Honka gets 1, but it doesn't really matter. Canes lose. Tampa is 1 win away from the Stanley Cup final. Canes need a win at home to force a Game 7. First period, finding Big Sam and Sebastian Aho score. Trevor gets a goal for Tampa in the second, or late in the first. Werenski gets a goal in the second, and the Canes win 4-1. So they've come back to win every game this series. Like, every game they've lost, they've won the next game. Problem is they have yet to win consecutive games. Actually, neither team has won consecutive games, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong, though. Maybe not. Maybe I'm freaking out. Either way, first period. Tampa gets 2 goals, Radish and Hedman scoring. Stamkos scores, and it's a 4-1 loss for the Canes. Svechnikov with the goal. Trevor, you're going to the Stanley Cup Finals, my guy. And it'll be Tampa versus Chicago. The Checkers making it to the Calder Cup final, though. Nashville firing their coach. Arizona firing their coach. Trevor, congratulations on winning the Stanley Cup. The Checkers lost to Texas, unfortunately. So Trevor, congratulations on winning the Stanley Cup. I'll have back-to-back picks in the first round, so this really doesn't matter. Are there other gems? There's just these 2 gems. Okay. Okay. Tavares and Erik Karlsson. Karlsson has to make the Hall of Fame with that career. Any former Canes on this list? I say this every time, but I am curious. Nino Niederreiter, former Hurricane. I believe was Hinostroza a Cane in this franchise mode? I believe he was. He was for 2 seasons, and he didn't really do all that much. But former Carolina Hurricane. Brief Hurricane, Martin Frk. That's really it. Oh, Calvin DeHaan, too. And Michael Matheson, who was a Cane for 1 season. So yeah, congratulations, Trevor. Holtby, Grubauer, and Riddick retiring. I'd imagine that Stamkos will win the... That's my pick for Conn Smythe. Couturier is now a coach. And I'll need to hire 2 new coaches. Papineau might just be my goalie coach. Yeah, my pick, as much as I would love for it to be you, Trevor, I think it's Stamkos. So yeah, Tampa won the Cup and the President's Trophy. Work Rate won the Norris for the 2nd time in his career. Kling won the Calder, cool. Yeah, Stamkos. Oh, my prediction was right. Conn Smythe went to Stamkos. Vezina went to Josh Grantham, so that was a worthwhile trade for him, and he won the William M. Jennings. Wade won another Selke. He's like, give me that Selke back, boy. And yeah, so did the Checkers... Landon McCallum was a Hurricane briefly in the last franchise mode series. Domi had the most goals again. Nedeljkovic is playing for Utica. McCallum kind of ran away with the awards this year, but it seems like Domi's a good AHL scorer, but I don't think he's a good NHL player. But Trevor, you have won Stanley Cup, and that's excellent. I'm disappointed that it's not the Canes, but I am happy for you because I know that you have waited a long time for this. I am nervous about this. Let's see. Top 9 forward. Okay, all of these guys are more than likely top 9 or top 6 defensemen. So, we're just going to scroll down a little bit. So we're definitely going to pick Maxim Radulov here. The gem. Because I'm not trying to do this. And then I guess I'll pick the defenseman here. Medium top 60. 3 straight first round picks, man. Okay, well, now I know that these guys are probably not very good. So, Blatny and Bourgeois. Just remind me. I'll just look for them real quick after this. Karel Skirvik. That's a fun name. We'll pick him. And then I'm going to want to see if I actually missed out on a gem or if I'm chilling. I missed out on Tamura. That's a gem right there. Blatny, top 9 forward. Okay. Another E-Rome. That's funny. Okay, no, I didn't miss anything. Pick 45. Couple medium top 6 forwards available. I haven't picked a center in a little while. We'll pick Malik Nichols here. Medium top 6 forward, okay. And then I got pick 60, which is my pick. And I will pick... I don't love any of these players. Low top 6 forward, yeah, but I don't really want to do that. There's an Italian player? What league are you playing in? The EBEL. I don't bother scouting that league because it's typically not very good. Do I need left wingers or right wingers? I could use more right wingers. So Peterson, welcome to the team. Low top 6 forward, that's a good pick. Pick 81. I see a few players available. There's a high elite goalie here. I don't need it, but I want it. High elite goaltender, man. Gotta do it. And then 91 here. Yeah, I don't see anything great. Okay. Well, obviously there are a few more goalies available in this draft. But I'm not really into that. We didn't really scout this draft all that well, huh? Okay. Seems like it's a top-heavy draft. Oh, well, we'll make this next pick. Sure, I'll pick the defenseman. Scrivens is the guy. Medium elite defenseman? Hell yeah. I don't even care anymore. It was a great pick. Okay. Now all these players are starting to get bad. So, we'll just take like the best possible players available. Cameron Conboy, sure. Oh, top 9. Okay, that was about as bad as I could have gotten here. Welp. I saw the top 6 forward. Medium top 9. He's 20 and 58 overall. Probably not going to sign that guy. I'm really just kind of spitballing here. Jared MacArthur, sure, why not? We'll just pick random guys. Medium, okay, that's something I can work with. Medium top 9. He's 61 overall at age 19. DeSantis, our scouts like him. Low top 9 forward, okay. Final pick in the draft, for us at least. Matthew Demers, low bottom 6. Yeah, that's a terrible pick. Okay. Yeah, it was a top-heavy draft for sure. So, I don't expect great things from this draft, but you know what? It's fine. And I'm not going to re-sign any players other than... Oh, my head coach's contract is expiring. Gotta sign him. And it was my associate coach and my goalie coach for the AHL, again, that retired. I have some scouts with expiring contracts. Definitely need to sign you. There were only a few, but I need to make sure that I'm signing every scout possible. That is up for re-signing. Okay. So I'm just to show you all like what the future of the team's prospect pool could look like. Here's my unsigned prospects. Last year's draft, looking pretty good actually with these two defensemen coming up here. Gonna go ahead and offer a contract to this guy because there's no way he grows in his league, and you know, I needed defensemen. And these two players are developing along nicely. Was this my first round pick? 17th overall and 26th. Yes, both of these guys were my first round picks, and they're both developing nicely. Other than that, last year's draft was a little poopy. I was kind of hoping that this guy would develop a little bit, but he did not. So that sucks. Goaltending. Okay. Alright, so that's the future of the team. We'll save and exit, and that's going to be it for this time. Thanks.